Gravity is a research prototype providing real-time, cloud-based, collaborative business process modelling. Gravity also enables users to build process-centric applications and blur the borderline between application development and business process modelling. Gravity is platform independent, having been implemented previously on the Google Wave platform. And in this demo, we will see it running in SAP's new enterprise collaboration tool, 12Sprints. The scenario we will consider involves a quickly growing manufacturer of sustainable electricity generating facilities. The purchasing manager, Jessica, and her colleagues are collaborating using 12Sprints to aid the process of deciding whether to switch phone providers, using the various methods that 12Sprints offers. They decided to enter a tender process and have uploaded the responses received from 3 different companies: their current provider, QV Telecommunications, and 2 other companies, Megavone and Yeltel. The users then record a comparative assessment in this table, looking at 8 areas of criteria. The 3 companies are then plotted on the cost-benefit analysis method. Based on this analysis, the purchasing department made a recommendation to an internal approval board to go with Megavone. The approval board unanimously follows the recommendation and decided to change the supplier. Megavone is then notified and their corporate customer information sheet is received. The next issue to be determined is how to transfer all of their 1,500 business users from the previous provider to Megavone with minimal service disruption. This is where Gravity comes in. Jessica is able to add the Gravity canvas to the activity as a 12Sprints method. With Gravity, they can model the process of changing service providers and then develop an application to support the process. Jessica adds activities to collect account details from each of their employees and then transfer this information to Megavone. She then asks one of her interns, Matthew, to build the data input form. Moving to his screen, Matt opens the activity and switches to the application design view. Both model view and application design view are 2 perspectives on the same business process. Changes in each perspective are propagated to the other automatically. Matt then builds the user interfaces for the Collect User Data web form and the Send Message activity. There is a coloured shadow on each element of the model, and this is reflected in the application design view. Colours are used to identify which user added the element. The 2 model activities added by Jessica are purple initially, and then when Matt edits them, they become red to reflect his changes. At runtime, the data collection form will be completed by many employees. Therefore, it must be aggregated before it is sent to Megavone. And so, Matt adds a spreadsheet to gather all the information. We can see he is linking the blue arrows of the 2 activities. This is to transfer the input data from the web form to the appropriate column in the spreadsheet. He sets the data collection to end on the 12th of March, by which time all employees should have completed it, and the next activity in the process, the Send Message activity, will be executed. We now switch to Tim's perspective. He is the purchasing specialist and was involved in the tendering process. In order for the phone accounts to be released from the previous provider, QV Telecommunications require the phone numbers and IMEI numbers to prepare the changeover. Zooming out of Tim's screen, we can see Matthew's view on the top as he watches Tim's progress from the model view. On the bottom screen, Tim adds another spreadsheet to collect the data for QV Telecommunications, after realising that QV will need the numbers and IMEIs to unlock phones and delete the users from their records. This addition is also reflected in Matthew's screen above, as a new activity appears in the model. When Tim wires this new spreadsheet to the data entry form, linking the blue arrows, the model is updated with an AND split to reflect the new process. Tim also adds the activity to send the spreadsheet to the old service provider. He then adds a login activity to collect the user's name and transfer this information to the data collection form. Tim also links the user's name to the name column in the Megavogne spreadsheet. Tim is then able to simulate the process to check the wiring and sequencing activities. The user enters their name and password. The name is then transferred to the welcome message in the next activity. After completing the form and clicking Send, the information is transferred to the spreadsheets, and the process pauses until the date on the spreadsheets is reached, and then the data can be sent to the phone providers. Switching back to Matthew's screen, he has completed the model, adding start and end events, and the application can now be executed in the cloud and completed by each employee. We have now seen that Gravity, on top of 12 Sprints, enables end users to collaboratively model business processes, build process-centric applications in one integrated tool, and execute them on the cloud.